Remember Captain Action? Remember how cool it was to be able to change this guy into different superheroes and different characters? I missed that aspect about the Captain action figure. Playing Mantis came out with this with a new line of figures back in the late 1990s, and they did a fantastic job at replicating the Captain action figures from the 1960s. And you had a little bit of everything from, you had Tonto here. You had the mask with Captain Action's face underneath it. And here's my favorite here. It's a Lone Ranger Captain Action figure. Guys, don't you wish we had these guys again? Guys, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, I'm on my second cup of coffee. We'd like you to come on down to the museum and have a cup of coffee with us on this Friday. It's coffee time with M.I.B. And our topic of discussion today is the fantastic, the super fun action figure known as Captain Action. And hopefully trying to find out what company would do well in bringing this fantastic figure, this fantastic character back to life again and back on toy store shelves. Playing Mantis, there's been so many companies to bring this guy out, but for me, it's not so much as the company. I could care less who brings him out. I just would like to see this figure, this character, back out on toy store shelves. The Captain Action line of action figures and toys was so much fun. Now, I wasn't born in the 1960s, but I have a lot of collector buddies that were, and they owned everything that had to do with Captain Action. They had it in their collection as kids. And from some of the stories that they've told me about how cool this action figure was, really made me want to create this coffee time episode. Guys, we have so many toy lines out here now. Retro style toys, Me goes back. And every toy company's trying to get into the retro aspect of bringing these old toy lines and movies, characters back into toy form, into collectible toy action figure form. Why isn't that being done for Captain Action? An extremely popular toy line. And it did well in the 1990s when they brought it back out in the late 1990s, 97, 98, somewhere around there. It did well. I believe it can still do well today, even in the collecting community, because I think it's an older toy line and we've spoken about this before in other videos. The younger demographic is really out of the question with these toys because tablets, smartphones, computers, you name it, video gaming systems, that's really taken over now. So the younger, teenagers and 20 somethings, those guys, that age bracket, this won't stimulate their minds, unfortunately. Now, we do have some young collectors out there, guys, don't get me wrong, but I would like a company to really, even if it, that's what I'm saying, if it just meant targeting the older demographic that actually remembers Captain Action, that remembers this toy line. I would love to see this toy line again. They were made fantastically, just perfect. I believe over 23 points of articulation on these figures. If I'm wrong, correct me, in the comment section right underneath this video, guys. So we love to know how you feel about Captain Action. Would you like to see Captain Action revived and put back in toy stores? Or if nothing else, at least at your collectible, high-end collectible toy stores. I think this figure definitely deserves a remake. Well, I know somebody saying, well, M.I.B, he had his opportunity, he had his time in the late 1990s and maybe early 2000s. Just leave it alone. But as a collector, as a historian, as a curator of a museum, this is what I'm about. This is my DNA. I believe Castaway Toys made 8-inch versions of Captain Action. I believe they did. I don't know how well they sold, but I believe they put them out there. If somebody knows how well those figures sold, or if you have a Castaway Toys 8-inch version of Captain Action, let us know in the comment section, guys. It's coffee time with M.I.B. We're hanging out here at the museum on a Friday. Guys, when the week has been tough, when life gets tough, guys, coming to my museum is a safe haven for me. Helps me clear my mind and have a little fun at the same time. All the more reason I would love to see a revival of Captain Action. The Captain Action revival. What do you think, guys? Tonto is like really one of my favorites. And these figures, like I said, I can't say enough how beautiful these figures were made. Beautifully done. Boy, and arrows, quivers. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, we want your thoughts, your opinions. Would you purchase Captain Action if he was back on toy store shelves, in Walmart and Target? would you purchase these guys? "12-inch figures. We don't have G.I. Joe. So the 12-inch market is kind of slim. And I have to say slim because I can't put Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles, because as one collector and subscriber told me, they're not really toys. They're collectibles. So they're high-end collectibles. So they're not really considered toys. So you won't. That's why you don't see Sideshow and Hot Toys on Walmart and Target toy shelves. Too expensive at $300, $400, $500, $600. I've seen some at $800. So I'm talking about a toy like Captain Action. Not too expensive to make, but that's my opinion. If somebody has another one, please let me know. I love the holsters here. Just Lone Ranger is always, I've always had a soft place in my heart for Lone Ranger. And when this figure came out, I absolutely had to get it. I bought this from a awesome collector on eBay from Chicago. I bought a few of my Captain Action figures because of he had great prices, but they're mint in box and they were beautifully, beautifully preserved. Talking about figures that are over 20 years old. But just a fun time to be a collector. It was a fun time to be a kid in the 1960s when these toys actually came out. The Captain Action revival. Would you like to see them back on toy store shelves as we sit here and sip our coffee, guys? Let us know what you think. Guys, we got some more fun coming your way. Stay tuned. You know the routine, guys. God bless. And keep collecting.